Ah,
So
there we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect visuals, my brother.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. How you been, my bro? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Been
Yeah.
working project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I can see that you're all swagged up today, man. Like you got like the stripy ensemble going on there.
Oh, I do this every day.
I can see because like even through all your music videos and even your appearances, man, like you're always finding ways to swag yourself out, man. Even through this unpredictable time, man.
I mean, fashion is a way of life. It's my
Mm,
style. So I mean,
that's
I
true.
like to look good with whatever I'm doing. So
Do you know what
yeah.
the biggest difficulty is? Yeah, is that during lockdown on my side, right? See, with all these Zoom
Yep.
calls that are happening, right? You can get
Yep.
away with only doing the top half and not having to show the bottom half. Like literally, like right now, I've got all this on. I'm swagging halfway, but then if you see all this, yeah, it's just jama bottoms and
I feel you.
like literally, I'm faking half of myself to do this. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know if I'm doing the same thing? You don't know. You don't know if I'm doing the same thing.
Well, yeah, I guess. Oh, you know what? Hey, bring that back up. Bring that back up. I didn't see all of it. Come on, man. I did
No,
it.
it's
Okay.
fine, man. Like,
Now, respect for that, man. Respect for that. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
man.
Like
Respect.
some people can be just like, oh, I don't want to show you my bottom half. It's just like it's too
No, I
much
mean
down there.
this is me. Nah, that's me.
Yeah, man. I
This
hear you.
is
But
yeah.
nah,
We're like
thanks.
that.
Nah, thanks for joining me, man. And first thing I got to start off with is that I saw your Insta story yesterday, and like you were having migraines. Were you in hospital?
Yeah, I've been having migraines. Like I'm feeling a lot better today,
Mm,
but like I've been for like a week now. I've been having like serious migraines because I don't sleep. Like, and the
really?
album has been like I've been working like back to back to back to
Yeah.
get the album ready, and yeah, it's telling on me. And doctor was like, I should get some rest
Yeah.
because I went for like a test to check if I had like whatever that's causing the migraines and everything. So
Mm.
they checked and there's nothing. It's just that I need to sleep.
Yeah, because I can see on your,
Yeah.
I've seen on your Twitter that like a lot of your tweets are centered around the fact that you wanted to get this done, like getting this album done, like you know what I mean, just putting all your effort into
I want
one,
to,
all
yeah,
of it.
yeah. I want to put in so much because my project is defines me. My project is like an introduction. My singles don't do enough introduction. It doesn't really tell who I really am.
Mm-hmm.
You guess so. And this project is gonna do a lot for me because this project is me.
Mm.
And from the name of the project to like the songs on it and to whatever to what I'm trying to use to drive the project is everything means a lot to me because I mean I've been waiting on this day until like on the date I'll drop the song the project. So
Yeah,
I
you
can't wait. I can't
you
wait.
you've been doing a lot, man, and we're gonna go into a lot of your sort of back catalogue a little bit later. But what I
Yeah.
wanted to get in to start with, which I've been speaking with every artist, because obviously this crazy time, with the pandemic, and then
Yeah.
obviously with
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter, we'll go into that a little bit later too. But
Yeah.
how's lockdown been treating you, like throughout the past couple of months?
It's been good. I've just used this time to like find myself
Mm,
more and meditate and do I mean just figure out my main aim
mm,
on earth. You
mm.
get like
Trying to figure out
and I
your
mean it's been
purpose.
good. Yeah, my purpose on earth.
Mm,
So like and it's been good to me. I mean I'm trying to find the positive and the negative, if I would say something
mm.
like that. You get so in whatever is happening right now, I'm just trying to use that to like do more for myself. Even though like I mean we can't travel and we're meant to, I just to like, we have to stay at home and stuff. But I mean it's good to me. I mean, but whatever,
Yeah.
we're good.
I hear you. I mean, glad to see that you're alive and well, and obviously, you
Yeah,
passed over with
man.
the
Thank
migraines and
God.
stuff. So, it's a good
Yeah,
thing that you're keeping the energy up, man.
yeah,
And obviously, a lot of people during lockdown have found like new skills. We've had this time before where everyone was busy and there's no time to do
yeah,
certain things, and I tend to find a lot of people are just like chefs nowadays. They're just
yeah.
like
I mean,
They're just
Everybody
cooking a lot of stuff, man. Like, what new skills have you picked up? Like, if you've picked up any during your time.
um trust me, before this lockdown,
Mm,
this has been my life, my
mm,
lifestyle. Like I'm always either in the studio or I'm always at home doing something if I don't have shows. Because
mm,
so it doesn't really make a difference for me. It's just knowing the fact that I can't leave the country.
mm.
That's the only thing you get, and I can't go to the club or I can't go to like shows. You get, but basically I've just used this time to like go back, restructure, because I mean at some point everybody was moving fast
Of
in the
course.
world. Like yeah, so I feel like this happened to like reset, like get everybody to reset and put everybody's mind back intact and
Into the
everything in
game,
track.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, exactly. So I mean, I've just been recording songs and it gave me time to like arrange the album. I was supposed to put out an EP, but then I think I got to like the end of the last day I was supposed to submit the songs.
Mm,
A day before that day, I recorded like 2 songs.
mm,
So I was like, I asked like my manager, I was like, why don't I call it an album and
mm.
add humor? It's like, is if you want to do that, you could do that. I'm like, okay, I
And
want to do an album, man.
how many tracks like in total did you manage to like collate? Because I know there's a lot of like tracks that you make and then like you have to single them down to make it into an album. Was there like how
Yeah,
many
I
how
mean,
many tracks did you have like as that a
the
collation before
EP,
bringing it down?
the EP was, the EP was 7 songs,
Mm-hmm.
and then I added like 3 more songs to make it 10 for
Okay.
the album. That's
Yeah.
the long playlist, the LP.
Okay.
So but I mean, I have like I have a lot of songs that I
Yeah.
picked from. So, but the thing is, the name of the project, every song that it's on the album has to stand for something.
Mm.
Yes. So, in tune or in line with whatever, in line with the name of the project,
Mm.
that's how I picked the songs. You guess. So
Yeah.
I didn't just put like any song there.
You
I
didn't do it
had
at
to
random. You just
every
strategically
yeah
thought how this is
every
gonna fit.
every yeah every song stands for something, because the 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 name of the album is not just it's not just a name. It's like a movement, citizen of the world. And I'm trying to let people know that, okay, this is the type of sound I make, and I embodied like these legends that we know that are citizens of the world, from Michael Jackson to Tupac to
Mm.
Bob Marley.
Mm-hmm.
These people that the world listen to, like when they put out music, the world listen to them. Everybody like listen to them, and they actually fought for something. And these people are, we just know them for like, oh, freedom fighters, and not just musicians, creatives.
Mm.
To Malcolm X, every Martin Luther, and
Martin
every
Luther
other
King,
people. So
yeah.
I'm trying to make people understand that my music is, I mean, there's no boundaries to my music.
Because it sounds
Yeah.
like
So
from what you're saying, it's like you want it to be as impactful as possible. That when you leave your legacy behind, it's like, okay, King Perry was that standard.
exactly, exactly, exactly. So for every song that has to be on the project, has to
Mm.
stand for something.
I
Okay,
I
so
hear you. Well, you're hailing from Enugu, Nigeria.
yeah, yeah.
Right. So I mean, because I've spoken to quite a few Afrobeats artists over my time during lockdown, and they had like different experiences in terms of like getting into music. Like, what was your story in terms of when you were growing up? Like, what led you into wanting to do music for yourself?
I mean, so before I explain that, I left being a Reverend Father to music. I
Wow.
went to seminary school. Yeah,
Okay.
and I went to a Catholic school, seminary school,
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be a Reverend Father, and I left like my SS1. That's my year. Yeah, my year one
Mm-hmm.
in the seminary school. And yeah, and then I used to write songs then.
Mm.
And I'm like, the seminary school is always about the Catholic, they always know how to a way. They have this way they sing in the Catholic church,
Mm.
and yeah,
It's
so
like that.
we
It's like that
always,
distinct sound that when you go to church, you just know.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So, and I loved doing that a lot. I
Mm.
used to go for competitions. We used to do a lot. Like we go for like singing competitions, choir, choristers in my school. So I mean, I just found myself doing that. And then when I went to like the day school where like I had like because it was just boys. It was
Mm.
just a boys like school. So when I went to like boys and girls school, then I started like trying to record and make beats on my laptop. And I started
Mm.
making beats, then started rapping, then I started singing. So it took me a long time to discover who I am. Like
Mm.
I really am.
So with the rapping and singing, like when did you first establish that in your life? Like what age were you when you kind of got into that field?
I was 11.
Okay. All right. So
I
from
was
so pretty
11.
young.
Yeah, I was 11. I started like, then I started rapping. I used to listen to Tupac,
Mm.
Shakur. I used to listen to DMX. I used to rap then. I just rap the songs and write it, get
Mm.
like those music books, lyrics books, and then learn the
Wow.
lyrics and everything. Yeah. So I do that, and my parents be looking at me like, you sure you really want to do music? And I'll be like, yeah, I was doing it. So then I used to hide. I'll probably tell them I was going to the cyber cafe to like browse, and I'll go to the studio. So like, and I was supposed to. The funny thing is, I was supposed to go to like I was supposed to study in Dayton's University in Ohio,
Right.
America.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like my admission. I got admission into the school. I got everything planned out. So I think it was this. I got to the stage of where I was supposed to ask my dad was supposed to give me like a statement of his account so I could
Mm.
show the school. And a day before that day, my mom saw me making beats. And I was just nodding and I was rapping. So she came to the room and looked at me and was like,
Did
is
she
this
whoop
what
your
you want to
ass?
go and do? What?
Did she whoop your
I
ass when
didn't,
she saw that?
no, she just came in and she was like, is it, she came in, I was like, is this what you want to do when you travel?
Right.
And I'm like, I'm just doing my thing. She's like, okay, let me see. She's like, come and travel, let me see. And then and the next day I spoke to my dad. I was like, oh, this is the stage where like you have to give me a statement of account. So I have to send to the school so they could and everything for the admission. And my dad
Mm.
was like, I think you should go and write one exam for one school like that around.
Mm.
And I was like, this is not the plan. And he was like, I know, but just go there first. And that's how I stayed in Nigeria. And I thank God I didn't travel.
Mm.
You
Did
get
it
what I
was
mean?
was
Because
it was there ever an ultimatum in because some of the Afrobeats artists I've spoken with, some artists in general, they either put themselves on an ultimatum or the parents, like especially like I've known traditional African parents. I've got friends that have got traditional parents in that way where they want them to do education first and what I mean, and really kind of build up to what more so what they want to do, but obviously they have
yeah,
their own ways. Was there ever a conversation in that field, or was it ever just like we're supporting
they
you, just
never
make sure?
wanted me. They never wanted me to do music. You know what? They never wanted me to do music because, I mean, in the African home, I don't know about other parents, but my parents they see people who do music as like women. They drink, they smoke,
Oh,
they just live some type of
the
life.
typical
They get
stereotype of it.
exactly. So it was really hard for me because when I finally got into school, I was pissed at first because knowing that I really wanted to travel
Yeah.
and I purposely failed myself when I went to write
Mm.
the exam for the first school I went to. And my dad saw my result and he told me like, I know this is not you, but you know what? You must go to this school.
Right.
And I did like a PhD thing first before you get into the school.
Hmm.
Okay, so after doing that, I mean, I got to understand that I just had to do my thing at that point. So I used to go tell them I was writing exams and I would leave school to like Lagos
Mm.
and I'll stay in Lagos, grind in Lagos, like I'll spot with my friend and we just make music. I'll just grind, go to studio, like try to vibe, and my parents would think I'm in school. You guys, so I did this
Living
for
that
like
double life.
exactly. I did this for like 3 years,
Mm.
basically, and
Okay.
then I got like I got someone who wanted to sign me then, and I was staying with him, and then I told him like, yo, my parents, you would have to come see my parents if you
So
want me
so it's like
to like,
parents are your
yeah,
manager. It's like, yeah. You have to speak to
exactly.
representation. My parents first, yeah.
I told him like, you have to come see my parents if
All right.
you want this thing to work. Yeah, so he came to see my parents, and that's from then my dad started like my dad like told me, okay, since you've come to me the right way, like with someone who's ready to invest and everything. I mean, so that's how I left home, came
Mm.
to Lagos, started grinding. Yeah, matter of fact, my dad gave me my first money my dad gave me money for my first video.
Mm.
Shot my first
Okay.
video, yeah.
So it all
So and
switched
now
around.
like now we talk and he's like, how's the album coming? What's up? Do you need anything? Like, I'm like, no, I'm good. I just want to work on the album. And when I'm done, I'll let you know. So he's always he's like, oh, tell me what stage are you in now? What do you want to do? Are you almost done with the album? I'm like, I keep in touch with them. Everything I
Mm.
do. You
Wow.
get
So I
so I
mean,
mean,
so it's a good thing that like obviously your parents were kind of skeptical in the beginning, but then it's been flipped around after knowing how
yeah.
serious you are about
I
this, and it's
mean
not just like a thing.
yeah, that makes you understand that. I mean, they're just being my parents. They're just
Of
being my
course.
dad. My dad is just being dad. He doesn't want me to like go into something that I don't know about. So
Mm.
when he was sure that okay, this is what he wants to do and
Mm.
this is what he wants going to do, he let me
Nah, that's blessed,
do it. I
man.
mean,
Bless, man.
yeah,
Now I seen, you were talking about your influences, like you said, from like DMX. But then also I've been looking into it that you're into like, Bob Marley, Sean Paul, Alex Zito. But I also found that Westlife was of influence. Interesting because I remember back in the days of listening to a lot of early 2000 what we consider probably cheesy pop, like the Britney Spears era, the
yeah,
Christina
yeah,
Aguilera
yeah, yeah,
era,
yeah,
and obviously
yeah,
Westlife part of it, Blue, all that sort of
yeah,
stuff. What got
yeah.
you? What was it about Westlife?
Yeah, melodies.
Okay.
Yeah, melodies. I mean, that's one side of me, and I like the fact that I listen to Westlife because my dad made me listen to Westlife and
Wow.
Backstreet Boys. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat Backstreet Boys, man. You can't beat Backstreet Boys. I have not like a full catalog, but I do have a few of them tunes where you just know, like, I don't care if anyone wants to diss me or say that I'm a piece of shit or whatever. I like them tunes, brother.
I
Yeah.
swear, like I used to listen to this beat till now. I still play these songs, and they give me this vibe because my dad made me know that, like, okay, I'm an old soul because from the type of
Mm.
music I make, you would know that. So whatever I listen to them to whatever I listen to then is what's making me who I am right now. Yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay.
like from Westlife to Sean Paul to like Shabarangs, there are people that listen to like even Fela. Like I listen to Fela Kuti. Through my dad. He introduced me to
Mm.
all these sounds. You get, and these are songs that in the morning when he comes to wake us up from like sleep to go to school, he
Mm.
plays like music first. So he's
Mm.
waking us up to like that sound. I'm waking up to like Westlife. I'm waking
Mm.
up to Fela. I'm waking up to like different sounds. You get every day different sounds. You get
Mm.
so, and yeah, I mean that's why
Bro.
I like
So
Westlife, and
you so
it helps me now.
so your dad is kind of like the catalyst for a lot of sort of stuff going on. So your dad was, supporting and asking how your album's coming, and
Yeah,
obviously the influences are coming there. So it's like, wow, okay, so I can see where So big up to your dad, man.
exactly.
Big up to your dad. Big up to your parents in general,
Big up,
man.
big up to the man. Big up to
So
my dad.
when it came to obviously we were talking about like you started music at a young age, but
Yeah.
it got to was it 2014 when you looked into music more professionally? Was that time where you looked into that fully?
Yeah, and to me, I mean, I'd say professionally because I've been making music before then.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, but like professionally because that's time like I released my song under like would I say a label?
Mm,
Yeah, that's when I decided that I was gonna do music and not for fun, but
mm.
now like I was gonna do the music business. I was gonna drop my song and promote it because then I was do music and just drop it and just get numbers from girls.
And
You get like
obviously that's like the early day, more earlier days of like social media and YouTube, and that's before like
exactly.
Spotify really coming into play as well.
Yeah, exactly. Then it was just me doing like songs and just release it on my Facebook and girls would just probably drop their numbers. Oh, I like your song. And I just so like
That's
that's basically what I stood then. But 2014, I was like, yo,
yeah,
I think I'm gonna take this serious. I
because
think
you
I'm
got
gonna
like some of your tunes out there like Wala Colombo. Did I say that right?
Yeah, Walan
Wala
Colombo. Yeah,
Colombo.
Walan
Yeah,
Colombo.
I've been practicing that all afternoon. Yeah, so yeah, so bear with me. And then
Yeah,
obviously Continental Boy and actually one of my
yeah.
favorites, Lola.
Yeah, Lola.
Lola's really.
I
I love
love
the
Lola
fact it's
so
so
much.
wavy as well. It's like so simple, but it's so effective.
Now
Like,
that's when I
and I
started.
can see.
That's when I started.
And sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah,
but it's at least like I can hear when you were saying about the melodies and like listening to influences and how you got that. I can understand that now.
yeah, exactly. So Lola made me understand like, okay, Lola created a part for me because I mean I was in while I was in Lagos after like I came to my dad to let him know that I wanted to do music and everything. While I was in Lagos, at least close to like a year, I was in the studio
Mm,
just recording, listening to my music, doing a lot. Like I'll feel sad about like where I was then,
mm,
and I'll just go to the studio, listen to my music. So I was recording back to back. I was listening to my music, trying to figure out like, okay, because I don't if I feel like the reason I stopped rapping because I saw my friend was really good at it,
mm,
and I felt like if you're really good at this thing and I'm not that good at it,
mm.
I don't think I should do it. I
Yeah,
have to be the best at what I do.
yeah,
So that's why I left rap. I left that rap thing and I started trying to figure out my own sound. And
right.
then I figured it out. And yeah,
Okay,
I'm
because
the best at what I do.
the reason why I was asking that is because obviously with those tracks that's kind of like your starting point, being on the indie scene and stuff like that. Were those tracks, did you feel conscious of the fact that did you consciously think in making those tunes that it would lead you to, in your mind, thinking, okay, I'm looking to get a deal or looking to get support from this going forward? Or was it always the method of just experimenting with sounds and just working it out and not really thinking about, having deals? Because that's how you got to Timaya in the first place, which we'll talk about in a minute. But were you ever
Yeah,
conscious of all that?
but that's the thing. The moment I felt like I didn't need anybody, I just needed myself. I needed to be myself and do my sound,
Mm,
just make my music. And the moment I understood that,
mm,
that's the moment everything's changed.
mm,
Because I mean, there are times where I'll send people like, "Oh, you should listen to my song, blah, 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 blah. Like I'm good. I'm an artist. You should listen to me. Like yo, like you get try to sign me or stuff like that." And then I sent someone a message, an artist,
mm,
a really good artist that I respect. And when I sent him this message, I was like, "Yo, like I I could make money for you. I could make money for us. Like let's do business."
mm,
And then he sent me just a statement. He was like, your sound will speak for you.
mm.
And after that, I felt like someone flogged me because, I mean, it opened my mind to like a lot. I was like, yeah, my sound will speak for me. If
Mm.
my sound is good enough,
Yeah.
it's going to speak for me. And after that, I stopped doing that. I just went back, kept on working on my He just told me like, do you think you're ready for music?
Mm.
I'm like, yeah. He's like, if I asked you to send like 100 songs,
Are you ready
would
for
you be
that?
able to deliver that? Are you ready for that? And
Yeah.
I couldn't say a word. I was like,
Mm.
you get. So I went back and I was like, oh, now I have to work on myself,
Mm.
not to work on myself because I need someone to sign me. I
Mm.
want to work on myself for my sound to create a niche for myself.
Mm.
You get, not because I want to record this song so someone could hear it and be like it's good to go.
So
You get. So
yeah.
the moment I understood these things, and trust me, I went back and I worked on
Mm.
I started working on myself, started learning. You get, started releasing songs, like recording songs, and that's how it happened.
So you
Timaya had Lola.
Yeah, so you went on the natural route, and you were never conscious of that, and then fortunately for you, that's what led you to signing with Timaya and DM Records. So
Yeah.
obviously with him, big name in the scene, and he's been around for the early 2000s. Um, how was what was the process like there, and also like how has he been able to continuously support you in your career?
Timaya is someone who I respect a lot because he has given me the opportunity to be myself.
Mm,
Removing the removing the fact that he runs a label
yes.
and he's an artist, he has given me the opportunity to be myself, to make my own choice, to decide what I want. And he still guides like, okay, I think this will work. I think this will work. But if you feel like this is it, let's go. If your
Mm,
mind is at this point, let's go.
mm,
You get. So I mean, Lola was a song I made, like I was bored at night. We having a conversation about some girl called Lola, and I went to YouTube. I played them. I was just playing beats because when I'm bored, I just play beats on YouTube, and I just vibe to them. So
mm.
I heard this beat. I heard this beat, and I remember then I was I was in a sitting room, and my studio was in the sitting room then, and I downloaded the beat, and boom, I recorded Lola. And I remember I was supposed to drop Wala Colombo the next 2 days. Like I was supposed to, let me say today's Tuesday. I was supposed to drop Wala Colombo on Friday, and I recorded Lola today. I dropped Lola the next day. And my manager was like, "Why would you drop a song when you have planned out to, like, you've planned to drop a whole thing, like a single
Mm.
on Friday, and you're dropping a freestyle the next day?" And I'm like, "That's how I feel." And he was like, "I think you shouldn't do it." And I'm like, "I want to do it. That's what I want to do." And he was like, "Okay, if you want to do it, do it." And I put Lola out, and he was shocked because even when Walan Kulumpu dropped, Lola had more attention than the single we planned for,
Mm.
which is
Mad.
Walan Kulumbu.
Mad.
So he was like, "Okay." He was like, "Okay, I see where you're going. So I think what we're gonna do now is just just record songs at your own time. We're going to put them out." So that was the plan we had.
Mm.
And I already had an agreement with him that, yo, if the whole of this year doesn't, if nothing happens this year, I'm going to do my master's next year. Because
Okay.
my parents were like, we're gonna let you do you for this year. And if nothing
So that's the
happens,
ultimatum kind of
come
vibes
back.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah, you get. So if nothing happens,
Mm.
you're gonna do your master. So I told my manager, I was like, "I'm telling you now, don't get pissed. But if nothing happens this year, I'm going to do my master's next
and
year."
I,
I'm like, so
and I mean, of
he's
course,
like, he's
I mean,
like,
of course, like obviously, you're still doing it. So meaning to say that the masters is not, is not in the
yeah,
works for now.
exactly,
So,
exactly,
but
exactly. So
yeah, go on. Yeah,
I
go on.
mean, it happened, and boom, Timaya had the song, and we spoke. And shout out to like Osage, shout out to Bilo, and they're like, Osage is Timaya's manager. She
Mm.
spoke to Timaya about me, and Timaya checked me out, and yeah, that's
Yeah.
how we happened.
And of course, like,
And
working with Tamara as well, like you've had a few records out there, like with Com, Man on Duty is one of my favorites with you two together on that as well.
yeah,
Especially the
yeah.
video. God damn. God damn. that was on
Thank
a
you so much.
that was on a different levels to that, man. And I know with Comcom,
Yeah,
is that the most viewed video coming from you so far?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So what I wanted to ask is because I mean, obviously, what you were telling me earlier is that you're more, your sound, your worth. You're not really thinking about too much intensely. But do you ever feel like when it comes to tracks that come at really big numbers and it receives really well, do you ever feel that there's any pressure for, like, say, whenever the next single that you put out or the next track that you put out or the next project you put out, that it will be better than the previous one, or do you just follow by your heart?
no, that's where like yeah, I have this but I say understanding for music that is my way of life. So if I sleep, I wake up, I make music. If I
Mm,
feel down, I make music. If I'm really happy, I make music.
mm,
So it's to me it's the way I live. Like I'm in the studio right now. You
yeah.
get like
Okay.
after this call, I could make music.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
that's how I am.
Yeah.
Because so and it's better off when you have music down, like songs down already, and you choose that okay, this is gonna come first. This comes next. After this, and the most important thing is how I feel
Mm,
about it. You get,
yeah.
and yeah, then also business would also come in, but
Yeah.
like the once is pure from your heart. Once it comes from your heart,
Then it follows
it
through.
also I feel like it doesn't. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't matter what anybody says. Once it comes from your heart, it goes. Well, I feel like if it comes from your head, if it's you trying to calculate, like, oh, I'm doing this because this certain thing, this one, this is. I feel like
Then
it
it
doesn't
then it
really
doesn't naturally fit. Then you're just over analyzing
exactly,
everything. Yeah.
exactly. So once it comes from your heart, I feel
Mm,
like it is because Man on Duty, we had songs lined up already for, and one I went to church. I think that was like on 25th December or 31st December. I forgot. I went to church and
oh,
I
if you
just
said
got
25th of December, that's my birthday, by the way.
yeah. I think I just got like wow. That's great. That's great.
I know.
So I went to church and I got back and I was happy because I just graduated and I just got my deal and I mean I was just happy and
Mm,
if you notice this the beginning song the beginning the verse at the beginning is like it's the kind of life I ever wanted.
yes.
Money, power, moves, and endorsement.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
like I was just happy and I made that song and after that day I sent it to Timaya and Timaya was like, wow, this is the song we're dropping.
And this is what I
You
got.
get exactly. And I agreed with it because me, I recorded the song and I was like, wow. You get and immediately other songs we had plans for like this is the song we need to focus on.
Yeah, just really push
You
it
get
out there, man. And and
exactly.
and
So
of course, one of another collaboration that you had, a really big one, was with Teni the Entertainer.
yeah,
That with the song
murder.
"Murder." Like, how did that connection come to light?
Shout out to Teni. Teni's like my sister, and we are friends. And she used to come, we used to chill. Like she comes to my house, and there was a day she supposed to come collect something,
Mm,
clothes or something. Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, she came to the house and she was like, "Yo, where's the studio?" And Teni's really good. She's talented, really talented.
Really, she
You
really
get. We
is.
went to
Yeah.
the studio. Yeah, I played I played a couple of songs for her, and we vibed. And yeah, I played Murder beats. I played the Murder had a song already,
Mm.
so she had it, and she was like, "I like this. Well, I want to try something on it." And she did the chorus, and I changed the whole song.
Wow. So originally, the Murder track was something completely different before she put a spin on it.
Yeah, it was something different. Like it was a different song on it, like a mad song, a song that if you tell me that I was going to change it, I wouldn't believe. But like immediately she jumped on it, I changed everything. I was like, you know
Wow.
what? I'm going to do a new verse on this, and then changed everything, and boom.
And then obviously, when with hearing it from Timaya, you must have thought like, "Yep, you got another one. You got another one."
Yeah, like we had it, and at that point, that was the time where he said to me, was like, yo, um, you are gonna choose your next single.
Mm.
Because yeah, he was like, you're gonna choose your next single. And I looked at him and was like, how? Why? It's like he knows why he's saying that. Because the song before, after Man on Duty, I dropped Eastern Baby.
Yes.
And I love Eastern Baby so much. Timaya loves Eastern Baby so much. And that's the song Timaya was like, yo, this is the next song. This is the next song. And so we dropped Eastern Baby. And at that point, it felt like that was the day I dropped Eastern Baby. It felt like that was the day I dropped Man on Duty. Man on Duty pressed the song. Like, it felt like Man on Duty was still like banging, you get.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
the song didn't really get enough attention because of Man on Duty. So after that, Timaya was like, you know what? You're choosing your next single. And that thing, just saying that made me depressed because I had to go back to understand, like, okay, what song should I drop? Like, is it this one? Is it this one? If I ask him, like, what do you think about the song? He's like,
And
it's this one.
was it when Teni came in and that was then
It
you
was,
deciding on the
yeah,
next single?
it was after it was like before Teni came, he already told me that. So after Teni recorded the song, I was like, do you like this song? He's like, this song is nice. I'm like, do you think it's the song? He's like, I don't know. If you think it's the song, then it's the song.
Okay, there we
You guys
go.
are like, it's like, so I mean, then finally, I I I I came down to the fact that, okay, I needed people to understand my sound. I needed people to hear a song and ask who the artist
Mm.
is, not just dancing to a song and not caring about who sang the
It's
song.
like the curiosity of who's this guy? Like, we need to
Yeah,
know.
who is this guy exactly? So that's when I made Work and Grind.
Mm-hmm.
I made Work and Grind, and I made um, the Mother song. And I was like, okay, the Mother song is a dance song. It's a song that would go. People
Mm.
would love it. And Work and Grind is a calm, conscious, lovely song that speaks more volume about me.
Mm.
That's my sound. You get.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, should I drop Work and Grind or I should drop Murder? And it's like, whatever, which one you want to do, like, just let
Mm.
me know. And then I came down to the fact that, okay, I'm going to drop the two at the same time.
Mm.
So I dropped two singles. I dropped Work and Grind and Murder at the same time. So, and yeah, I shot the video for Work and Grind first. And I had people were telling me, like, yo, it's never happened. Two songs can't grow. Like, the two songs can't grow at the same time. I'm like, watch me. And I just prayed about it. I was
Yes.
I'm like, I just prayed about it and promoted Work and Grind, and I shot the I shot the video for Work and Grind first, and
Mm.
we pushed that one. And the one with Tenny was just going on its own.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
its own, it was
It
just going.
left. It left in a different. It was already
Yeah,
there.
I swear,
Yeah.
on its own, exactly. So like then we had to shoot the video for Murder, and boom, the two songs. Work and Grind is my highest streamed song on Spotify.
Mm.
Yeah,
I need to check
it's
more. I
actually
need to
the
check more on
number.
the Spotify, man. Like, it's been a while since I've fully
Yeah,
checked it, but
are you
it seems
serious?
like even the video was just like it left. It's gone.
Yeah,
You know.
it's my highest stream. Walk and Grind is my highest stream song on Spotify. Like, and it's not a dance kind of song. It's a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
calm, relaxed, conscious song, I guess. So, and yeah, Walk and Grind has done more for me.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah. So
obviously from all this now, like, you know, you were saying like you were collating, you had projects already, like you would have like you had like 7 tracks already, and you got like a few more to kind of make it into an album. Like, what are we
yeah,
expecting now in terms of what's the end goal for this in terms of the album? Like, what we looking at?
10 songs. You're looking at 10 songs. Yeah, I've got like 3 features
Hmm.
on the album. Yeah,
Is
and
there like a timeline of when we're looking towards that? Obviously, lockdown is still kind of, well, it's lifted a lot, but
I would I wouldn't want to say it now, so I wouldn't like
I hear you.
not yeah keep to like my
Yeah,
promise or whatever. But I
gotcha.
think yeah, I have everything ready. I just got one last verse I'm waiting for.
And then
So
you're
like
complete. You're ready to
once
go.
yeah, I'm ready to go. So
Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
but the album is ready.
mm. So
I'm
it's
just
been
like,
ready. Okay,
it's ready.
I can't wait, man. I
Yeah,
can't wait to hear the results, man.
trust me.
And touch just to touch on, you know, it's something as a conversation that I'm looking to always try and bring in as much as possible.
Yeah,
With everything that's been going on in the past couple of weeks, and I know everything's been intense the world over. You know, with the unfortunate passing killing of George Floyd, and then also with the Black Lives Matter movement. And obviously, as a black man yourself, you know, how have you been able to, you know, not only support the movement, but also, you know, see it through that we're looking for change at the end of the day?
support our own, support
No, no, as in
the black
support.
community.
Yeah, they support the Black Lives Matter movement, and just, you know, seeing that we're just wanting change for, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I want change, and yeah, it's bad that the system, the police
Mm,
is moving mad.
mm,
You
definitely.
get, and I see people going out rioting, and but the one question I'm gonna ask is Martin Luther, Malcolm X, they fought for this same cause, and we have a lot of people fighting right now, activists going around like, yeah, the revolution is being televised, no doubt. But I think we need more people. We need to understand that. Like I was talking to my friend yesterday. I was like, yo, we need to understand that the system is the system. There could be there could be changes in the system, but the system still remains the system. So I think right now, what people should do is build the black community. By that I mean supporting black businesses,
100%.
supporting a lot. You get, because at the end of the day, I mean, if they do the riots, and let's be real, if they're out there, they're rioting for a cause. I mean, justice for the people that have been killed.
Yeah,
And
protesting and all that. Yeah.
yeah, statues have been taken down, and yeah, based on slavery and stuff and everything. And yeah, what's next?
Mm,
Yeah, what's
100.
next is, I think we should support our own. We should support black businesses. We should support the black community. We should build the black community. You get, and that's how we are going to grow, because there's a system already, and the system is being run by certain people,
Mm-hmm.
the government,
Mm-hmm.
the white government.
Mm-hmm.
And are you rioting to change the system that's been run by certain people?
Mm,
Or are you rioting to build your own community and not have to go fight for another person's food?
mm.
You get.
I
So
hear
I
you.
think we should build our own community, support black businesses. By that I mean, you could take a look at the. I was not going to say this, but I'm going to say, you could take a look at the Vogue Challenge.
Mm.
We have more blacks doing the Vogue Challenge than even the white. And the Vogue Challenge we're talking about, the Vogue Challenge doesn't have just no Vogue Africa. And we have people posting up their best ideas and tagging it Vogue Challenge. And we have the Vogue taking this work, writing stories about it without even paying the people doing it. And they're
Mm.
getting more ideas. And then you hear a black man, you hear someone coming out in the future saying, oh, these people took my ideas, people did this, these people did that. But we have black magazines. We
Mm.
have the Essence, we have Vibes, we have a lot of magazines that we need to grow. But I don't know, it's painful that we always look at people's gold and we want to cherish it, when we can actually build our own gold
Build our own.
and
Yeah.
cherish it. You get.
100%,
So
man.
I think that is what we all need to focus on. And yeah, the system for the police needs to be reformed. I mean, yeah, that's different from, because that's a totally different case from racism. And because if you look at it, Africa is going through tribalism. You get, if you
Yeah.
talk about racism outside, when you come to Africa, we're still going through the same thing called tribalism, and it's bad.
Mm.
Because if a black man doesn't love his fellow black man,
Mm.
how do you want to excel?
I
How
get
do we
you.
want to grow?
I get you.
So
So
it's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot that we need to look at. We need to look at. Like it's so much that we need to look at because yeah, we are black and we want a lot for ourselves. We want good things for ourselves. But come to look at it, the black people, do we support ourselves?
definitely, I think if you
So
know, like you were saying, like have more attention on us as building our own people as well. But
yeah,
then also, for me, like I said to other people, it's about education for me as well in the long haul. But and
trust
I
me,
know this will be like a long fight going forward.
it's a long fight.
But obviously, it's a thing that we need to maintain that that fight going on as well
And
for.
I'll tell you that. Sorry for cutting you short. I'll tell you that we are suffering for a lot of people are suffering for other people's sins
Mm,
because the people causing havoc are people that they don't really understand these things.
mm,
They don't really know about Black lives. That just some people out there who would want to dirty the surroundings, who would want to just be nuisance. And trust me, I feel like that is what will make some people see some people as dirty, black, this, that you get. So, and the people who actually understand about these things are the people who are actually fighting
mm.
for us. Like we understand, like, oh, this is what we should do, and we are out there. Sorry, this is what we should do, and we're out there, and we are trying to make people understand that, oh, support the black community. Let's grow black businesses. But at the end of the day, they have those same people that understand. You said education.
Mm.
Uh, they have so many uneducated people out there that don't know about these things. All
Mm.
they know is where are we rioting? Where do you want to go to? Where are we fighting? Where are we doing this? Let's go there. Yeah, but at the end of the day, we need to educate these people because trust me, if we leave it at that, people will just move around, and at the end of the day, after everything, everybody goes back. And yeah, the things that needed to be changed will be changed, but the system still remains the system. So at the end of the day, it's better we build the black businesses, build the black community, and stay woke.
Definitely, 100%, man. And on a lighter note, before I let you go, for me that I do with artists, I'm a bit of a Twitter stalker.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just go through some tweets that you put out, and I just wanted to get some elaboration of what it is you mean. Just have a little bit of fun and just let the people know
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
So, so the first one is I hate hospitals.
Yeah.
Have
I
you
hate hospitals.
have you had like do you feel like have you had bad experiences in hospitals that led you to thinking I hate them?
Nah, my mom is a nurse.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I have memories,
Yeah.
and I know that I don't like injections. So, and I know that whenever they take me to hospitals, they always like give me
There's always
injections.
gonna be
So
an Jackson.
exactly, so like, and me going to the hospital, like, was it like yesterday or day before yesterday? I still had to take one for my blood, like to get my blood. You get, and I just don't like it. So,
Do you
and I don't
always
like
look
the
do you always
smell of
look away when like it's
it.
like, oh yeah, when
I had to
we're
tell,
about to do that now?
I had to tell her like, relax. Let me just take like a minute to like get in the mood, take
Yeah,
these things.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, oh, okay, take your time, I guess. And I don't like the way the hospital smells. Like, I don't
Oh
like
wow.
that. This smell it has.
It's like it's
Yeah, so I just
distinct
don't like
smell that you
hospital.
know, yeah.
Yeah, like you know it when you're in a hospital that this is a hospital, even though they tie your eyes, like you know this is a hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Next one is mind games to mind frames. That's an interesting one. What do you mean by that one?
mind games to mind frames. It's trust me, because I'm always deep in my thoughts. So and
Hmm.
I write like randomly. I just go with my notepad and just write. So and that's like something that I'm just gonna summarize it so
Yeah,
you could understand. It's
sure.
you trying to make someone see you in a type of way. make someone see you in a light, in a type
Mm.
like, okay, I want these people, I want someone to see me like this.
Mm.
And by doing that, you I call it play games. You do things that will make people see you in that light,
Right.
and then it becomes it becomes a frame in people's heart. People then like say, okay, when they think about you, this is what we see.
Right.
This is who you are, due to the fact that you've played these games and you played it right. So
So it's like a
that's like a
strategy to let
general.
people know that this is the what you're bringing out as you, right? So they have
Yeah,
the perception of you
exactly.
based on what.
God bless you. So
Yeah.
that's it. That's it. So what you just said it in a different way. But to me, the mind games, mind frames wasn't even about this. It wasn't
Okay.
about the music. It was something else. You get, but I had to summarize it for you so you could
Gotcha.
understand. Like, yeah, that's basically what I'm talking about.
Cool, man.
So yeah, mind games.
All right. Next one. Well, you certainly got my mind to thinking now. This is how I see you. Um, you definitely got me there. What's the craziest thing a girl has ever told you? Now, okay. Now, if I would assume that you were directing at people that to reply back to you on that, but I would probably say. I don't know if I had a girl really say something crazy to me. The only thing that I had told to me was I don't love you no more.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. That's the one thing I thought, because it wasn't out of nowhere. It was kind of like, okay, in brief, I broke up with my ex a long time ago, and
Wow.
I felt too hasty about it, and it was just too much, man. Like, I felt
Yeah.
I wasn't she didn't trust me and all them sort of stuff's
Yeah.
there. And I'm a loyal person. If I'm with a girl, that is it. Like, if I'm in a
Same.
relationship, that's
Same.
it. Bet, done. I'm with you.
Same.
But cut a long story short now, I took a trip to see her, and after we broke up, and I thought, let's just meet to
Yeah.
talk things out. We went to a restaurant, we talked for a bit, and then literally, I thought we can get back together, but she said, like, I don't love you no more. My heart is stopped for
Wow.
you. My heart's stopped for you.
Wow.
But then I found out
Wow.
through the grapevine that through some of my friends that I know that she actually cheated on me in the process. So that's if you want the craziest thing a girl has told me, then cool. What's it? and I still think about that now to this day. Like, what's the craziest thing a girl has ever told you? Now I'm gonna flip it on you.
Mine doesn't have to do about the heartbreak part.
Right.
It's
Okay.
more of a girl telling me that she doesn't mind to share me with her sister.
Okay. So when she told you that, what was your reaction to that?
Because I think she found out that her sister liked me as much as she liked me. So, and I didn't know that her sister did that. So, but I think her sister was going to text me or something. I don't know, but like I basically didn't understand that. But one day she called me and was like, "Yo, if you want my sister, you could have the both of us."
Potential threesomes there. You get me? Lord, you know what? Speaking of that briefly, the same girlfriend I had, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually was asked that before. I was actually asked, like, if another girl came into the play, like, would you be up for that? And I said, I'm 17 at this point, right? Now imagine that is deep if you think about it. At 17 years old, and she's asking me if I wanted to share her with another girl. And these times now, I'm naive. I don't know these things. So I said to her, look, I love you, innit? Like, I'm not sharing you with anybody else. And it made me wonder. It made me wonder, real talk. Like, now thinking about it, maybe that was the reason why she cheated on me. Because she was thinking, okay, you're not going to share anyone else. Yeah, okay, I need to have my fun then. But we loved each other for a certain amount of time. Like, it was 2 years we were together, and I thought it was happening. But then I'm thinking, yo, what is going on? Something's mad. So yeah.
But I think you just don't know most times it could be like you guys were probably not compatible because people say love is love is hard to find. I think the hardest thing to find is not love.
Mm.
Love is the easiest thing to find. The hardest thing to find is
It's
compatibility.
compatibility and maintaining.
Exactly, exactly. So basically, to me, I don't think that was the reason why she cheated on you because trust me, girls get jealous, and I wouldn't advise any girl to tell me that if I was cool to share a bed with her friend or something, because the truth is, when it's gonna start,
Yeah.
someone's gonna get jealous. Yeah, you can't tell me to come into um a new world to a new
A
life for
whole
you and then give
new
me rules.
world.
Yeah.
Sorry, like you just made me think of that Aladdin. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. You can't tell me to come into a whole new world and give me rules.
Right.
Because exactly. So if you don't want to open that door,
Yeah.
don't say it. You get
True.
because once you
True.
open it, it's you selling me to a different new world. Like,
It's
okay.
like you're
So
opening Pandora's box and then you're just asking
yeah, I
for it.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So if
Yeah.
you take that part, yeah, there's so many things it's gonna lead to. And I don't think people jealousy is one of the last things that should be
Yeah.
happening to like people in relationships.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
something people should stay away from.
Well,
So
I mean, I mean, look, we've been chatting for over an hour, and I really have enjoyed
facts, I
this. Like,
enjoyed it.
and there was a little
I'm
bit, and
very,
I had a little time frame that I was expecting for myself, but then it just went over. But like, I really have
no, but I
enjoyed this
mean
conversation,
real
man.
recognize real.
No,
Facts,
real
facts,
talk, man. Like, and
facts.
it seems to be the in depth ones that really like stand out anyway. So I really
True,
appreciate
true,
you coming
true.
on, my brother.
I really too, man. God bless.
Yeah,
God bless.
man.
Love.
If you could tell our audience then when they can catch you on all the socials and what's coming up for you, the floor is yours, my man.
Yeah, you can follow me on my social media, at King Perry, KINGPERRY. And God bless you guys. Keep supporting the boy, Continental. Bless.
Continental sound. Oh, final thing before
Yeah,
you go. Final thing before you go. Continental
yeah.
sound. The your genre that you've come up with. Like, what does that entail in brief for everybody out there?
It, to me, I wouldn't call that a genre. I make my type of music. It's the reggae dancehall.
Okay, so it's like the
So yeah,
combination,
that's my stronghold,
right?
reggae dancehall. Then the continental in general is fusion of different genre of music.
Nice,
You get so, but my
nice.
type of music is the I make the reggae dancehall. You get then continental. The continental sound is when it boils down to when you listen to a dancehall song from me, you hear like fusions of high life, Afro, other genre of music. Like you hear it in it. You get so that's why I call it the continental sound. But when you talk about the genre, it's reggae dancehall. I'm not trying to come with my own genre because
Okay,
it's standard.
yeah,
Yeah,
stands
before
out
I
anyway.
was, yeah, people, yeah, they're for me. So this is the sound I make, and
I'm definitely on the continental sound, my brother, and I cannot wait.
there,
I cannot wait for your new project to come out. I cannot wait for more stuff happening from you. So and
yeah,
hopefully fingers crossed when travel lifts that you'll be able to tour and bring yourself over to London as well, man.
yeah. Trust me, I want to come. I'm working on that, and I pray this whole thing gets done soon so I could pull through.
All right, well
Yeah, man.
let's get it popping, man. There's J Billz for Media Spotlight UK with the King Perry, Continental
Thanks,
Sound
man.
taking over,
You know,
and we out
don't
of here.
know.
Peace.